Right, rolling.
Okay. The main theme of what I'm going to talk about pertains to twins, but I'm going to start off by explaining something in respect of the megalomaniacal Wolfie Foxlow, who we have had some problems with. Like, for instance, he's shouting, bawling and swearing and screaming that we are late at the hotel to do a shoot, but he's at the wrong hotel. We are there. We are early. We had been there overnight. Myself and Ian Hills specifically drove miles and miles and miles. I think it was a 16-hour journey in order to do these scenes with him. And he's phoning up, screaming, shouting the odds because he wants somebody to pay £7 for the parking. But we'd already sorted out all the parking. He went to the wrong hotel. Anyway, irrelevant. I'm here to talk about the theme of twins, which seems to run throughout this project. So, when Wolfie Foxlow forgot to mention a specific thing about his escapade getting kicked out of America in Chicago on American Airlines, he forgot completely to mention the fact that it was a trip that was bleeding into 9/11 Twin Towers Memorial Day. That's why everything was very, very quiet on the aeroplane, and suddenly he got drunk. Prosecco was thrown around, shouting and fighting, and we know he was indeed set up by the alleged sex worker Joanna Bellybutton, whose twin character, right? Her twin character is Abina Fox. They are one. So, twins. But to actually cause a mayhem on Twin Tower Memorial Day is pretty bad. First trip over to Los Angeles to do the vegan vampire film in which he was playing a lead vampire. So he gets picked up on Twin Tower Memorial Day in Chicago, where we were making a change, guns to the head, deported, thrown out of America. As you may or may not know, he's got some links with The Who, and the first person he called was Roger Daltrey, and he said, "Roger, I need a reference," and Roger said, "I'll give you a reference. You're fired." Okay, well look, this is a bit tenuous, but I come from Cheltenham Spa, okay? Now, my collaborator, Jonathan Stevenson, on this project, comes from Bath, Twin Towns. So we've got Twin Towers, Twin Towns, but what about this? David Emmons, from the brilliant band Kavanagh, witnessed, and this is true, we've mentioned it before in this project, he witnessed, very sadly, an axeman bludgeoning a gentleman to death. He was quite traumatised, but the American authorities stepped in to interview him about the situation and gifted him counselling in Silver Lake, Los Angeles. And guess what? His counsellor, or counsellors, were Siamese twins. So it's twins this, twins that. I mean, they were Siamese twins, but only had one body, two heads, one body. Siamese twins, Twin Towers, Twin Towns, Siamese twins, one body. Now, I was wondering about this, and apparently they were playing quite a lot of death metal in the background, and that couldn't have been very comforting. I think also Cradle of Filth got played as he received his counselling from the Siamese twins. But I was wondering, is there two of them, or is it one, because they shared one body? Do they get paid two wages, or do they get paid time and a half? I think that would be fairer, don't you? Time and a half, because it's just one body. But also, quite disturbingly, it's disturbed me thinking about it, downstairs the one body had a hermaphrodite situation going on down there, right? So you've got male genitalia, but his twin, it's a twins theme again, his twin, obviously being a woman, had a vagina. Now, look, supposing, I don't mean to be coarse, but supposing he wanted to have a wank, right? He wanted it to be embarrassing for the female part of the anatomy or the female head. It would be embarrassing. I mean, she'd want to leave, right? But he would want to have a wank at some point. So they wouldn't know whether they were coming or going. Disgusting, isn't it? How's that?